let's do some charm casting practice. Method that I love to use if I don't have a casting mat and I just have charms on hand. So I take one charm to represent me. This time I'm using an Alice in Wonderland charm. It can be any charm, as long as you set the intention. Once I put my charm with the other charms I want to cast with, I'm going to take a second and really sit with my charm. And I'm going to ask spirit or the charms themselves, angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in, I'm going to ask that all of the messages that come through the charms that are next to the Alice charm are going to be super relevant to me and they're going to make sense to me. I'm going to set this intention and then I'm just going to cast. I use this book as a casting surface. I could have used the table, but my table damages easily with charms, so that's why we're using the book. It's also just fun to create a casting surface. So here's Alice if you want to pause the video right now and try to see any messages that come up for you intuitively before we get started. That was your warning, so here we go. First off, if we look at Alice, we see that A, she's upside down, symbolizing that she might be in a state of kind of discomfort or chaos, and she's interestingly facing the snake. I think it's really important to note where your charms are facing. So we're seeing her eye to eye with this snake. And snakes can symbolize so many things, from fertility, transformation, rebirth, kundalini energy. But they can also represent negative traits too, like a snake in the grass, someone being deceptive. And this is where intuition is going to play a big part. I don't currently feel like I'm being deceived. There's no one in my life that I'm working with or trusting right now, really. So I do think that this relates to transformation and healing energy as well. Specifically because this crayon that's next to it as well, to me represents inner child. And because it's upside down, that tells me that there's something that I need to heal regarding my inner child that isn't quite complete yet. And I have my Chiron in Leo, so for anyone that knows astrology, it's a big part of my life, healing that inner child and letting her play and be confident. So there's something that still wants to come about in relation to this topic, which is maybe what I would pull tarot cards for after doing this reading. But moving on, we then see behind Alice on her back, underneath her, is this little eye. And when things are upside down in my readings, they typically mean that they're out of balance or hidden or something isn't right. And this charm represents my third eye, which is all about psychic abilities, imagination, intuition. So something's off about my intuition right now. It's not being used properly. It's out of balance. It's being hidden. And when we look to see what that really entails, right next to it was this yoga charm. Now this could mean that I should get back into my yoga practice, which I have really stopped. But we could also see this as physical alignment with mind, body, spirit, because she's standing and she's balanced. So the disconnect with my third eye could represent struggles in my life connecting my mind, body, and spirit. And there's also a need for some transformative healing regarding my inner child. If we had more than a 3-minute video, we might get into this topic here, seeing a girl running away on top of the skeleton head, but that's for another day.